the worst suspicions are that Netanyahu wants this war to continue because that's how he stays in power.
Because of the corruption stuff, right?
Yeah. And that's what Clinton said openly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gets real fucking scary.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true?
I don't know, man. I don't know enough about geopolitics. I certainly don't know enough about this conflict, but I know that there's a lot of people that are suspicious of it, which is why a lot of people are suspicious about why it took so long to answer with October 7th.
Oh, that's why you were asking?
No, I want to know why it took so long if you asked him, because it does seem like a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but a lot of people are.
Yeah.
That's a thing that people bring up on the internet all the time. Like, why did it take so long for them to respond? Was this a known thing that was going to happen? They allowed it to happen, so now they have a reason where Netanyahu stays in power, a war gets...
I find that hard to imagine.
It's a horrific notion. If it is true, it's absolutely horrific.
Yeah.
It's horrific that we could even consider that a human being who's running a country would allow their citizens to die. And I'm not saying they did, but we do know that people have done that in the past. False flags that is a legitimate strategy for an unwilling populace to be entertained into going to war. I mean, that's what they were trying to do with Operation Northwoods. Operation Northwoods, which was signed by the Joint Chiefs of Staff, they were trying to get people to support a war with Cuba. And so what they did was they were going to blow up a drone jetliner, blame it on the Cubans. They were going to arm Cuban friendlies and fuck up Guantanamo Bay. And they were going to say, okay, this is it. Cuba's attacked. We have to attack back. And then next thing you know, we're at war with Cuba. And that was signed by the Joint Chiefs of Staff. That was a full-on plan that was vetoed by Kennedy.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, so we know that. We also know that Gulf of Tonkin incident in Vietnam, false flag. So we know that people have done stuff before where they either have allowed something to happen, like Pearl Harbor, or they have just, they've just capitalized on it. You just have to figure out which one is which.
Right. I mean, World War II started with a false flag. You know this, right?
Yeah.
The Gleiwitz incident.
Which one was that?
So they basically, in order to justify the invasion of Poland, Hitler pretended that Polish soldiers had crossed the border and killed people in Germany. And that was their pretense for attacking.
Well, he also burned the Reichstag too, right? Didn't he blame other people on that?
Yeah, I don't know that I know that for a fact. I'm maybe just not educated enough about that one. But the Gleiwitz incident, they basically set it up so that it looked like the Poles had invaded.
Didn't Nero do that too? Didn't he burn Rome and blame other people for that as well?
That I don't know. The story is that he fiddled whilst Rome burnt.
Did use Perplexity to find out if Nero did that? Did he burn part of Rome?
Might as well do the Reichstag as well because I want to know.
Yeah, let's do that as well because I think that's just a common tactic for assholes.
Yeah, I know.
If someone's an asshole in control of a government.
But I think letting 4,000 jihadis invade your country and rape and slaughter and butcher people, that to me is beyond the realm of imagination.
Of course, as is 9/11. But there's a lot of kooky people that believe that that was allowed to happen as well.
Do you know, for the longest time, I thought that Trade Center 7, that was like a big question mark. But my friend Winston Marshall, he sent me a video that like explains it very well. I hadn't seen a good explanation of it. But it made a lot of sense to me.
Well, it doesn't happen all at once. That's one common misconception. You can watch the video. The top collapses inside the building like a couple minutes before it all goes.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. And I think I'd want my fucking money back from whoever built that thing. That's for sure.
Right.
I'd be like, bro,
yeah,
you guys cut some fucking corners or something. Right. Whatever your plan had, that you had to keep this thing stable. Nero's role in the myth. Contrary to popular myth, there's no credible evidence that Nero started the fire.
Here we go.
He was in the Antium when it broke out and returned to coordinate emergency measures such as opening public spaces for refugees and importing food. The image of Nero fiddling while Rome burns is a later invention. The fiddle did not exist at the time. Of course, fiddled doesn't mean like a fiddle. This is like AI being literal.
Yeah.
It means fiddle around. And while, like fiddle spinners, you fuckhead. And while some sources claim he sang about the fall of Troy during the fire, this account is disputed and likely part of political smear campaign. Who the fuck knows? You're dealing with too many years ago with this kind of shit. But either way, false flags are a real thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's why people get real suspicious.
Yeah, but a lot of the... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was thinking, but is there not a part of you that just goes, eventually the truth comes out? You know what I mean? Eventually.
Well,
especially in a country as small as Israel, which is tiny.
well, look at JFK. I mean, the truth has not come out about that. We're all like still trying to figure that out. And they're talking in this election like there's going to be a thing. We're going to release the JFK files. Oh, great! We're finally going to know. Nothing. There's nothing.
So why do you think that is? Why has that not been? Because is it because there's nothing there, and what we're told is what happened is what happened?
Trump's own words were, if they showed you what they showed me, you wouldn't release it either.
Wow.